All right, what we have here are the sharp features, very sharp features of a man. Very, very wide, broad shoulders. Easily 3 heads can fit on, possibly even 4. Angular jawline. Hanging out with the Trumpinator with those long, gangly arms. Nobody gets within 6 inches of the Trumpinator without being a transformer. Hanging out with the EpiPen. Look at the sharp features. Very, very sharp male features on that. Very angular jawline. Like I said, very, very sharp features. And, it's funny, who's the man and who's the woman in this picture? Hanging out with the Popinator, the demonically possessed Pope. Now, I found this picture extremely interesting. We got ourselves Melania Trump dressed in all black, wearing what appears to be some sort of veil. What are you trying to tell us, Melania Trump? We got ourselves Ivan the Terrible. Ivan the Terrible is making a cameo, a bonus investigation. Wow, there's a lot going on here in this schman. Very, very, very wide shoulders on Ivan. In fact, angular jawline, brow ridge, deeply sunken in eyes. And here's the back of Mrs. Kushner's head. He's a registered female voter, by the way. Enough said there. Today's a blue day, and here's another bonus investigation. We got Big Mike over here. It's common knowledge. Everybody knows that Big Mike is a transformer. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, every first lady in the White House was a transformer. Today's a blue day. So I don't completely understand the astrology, but I believe that they base their altar on astrology, signs, symbols, etc., etc. I understand a tiny bit of it. Look at, you can see Big Mike's hand coming around here. Kind of grabbing a Melania. There you go, right there. Little peekaboo action going on there. Yeah. See, this is another standard pose that these transformers like to use. Pushing the shoulders forward to give the illusion. All right, take a look at the white background. This is white background and wearing all white. Why? It's to cover up the sheer size of the shoulders. It's distortion. This is smoke and mirrors. All right, very, very, very clever of them to actually use a white background. Now, this is all done on purpose. All right, the hair covers the shoulders. All right, pushing the butt outwards like what Melania is doing. This is standard. Every celebrity does this. They cross the legs to give the illusion of a Q. It distorts the hips. It gives the illusion. And we got the whole family here. We got Laura Trump, who's another transformer. In fact, they're all a bunch of transformers. We got Big Mike right up here. Look at the brow ridge. Big Mike. Perhaps you didn't go in for your yearly shaving. Another angular jawline, but it's that brow ridge. Females do not have this type of feature. All right? This is male. And the Trumpinator's just blushing. He knows what's going on. Yeah, male digit ratio going on here. Yeah. This is the hard body of a transformer who's been nipped, tucked, soldered, stapled, and pasted, and put together. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Lots of work done. This thing is like, it's fake. It's fake. You're being tricked. You're being fooled. Look at the eyes. Massive brow ridge, angular jawline, wide shoulders, huge, huge head. In fact, this nose has absolutely no business being on this face. It's too small. That nose should be bigger because of the size of the head, because it's a man. This is a man. Now, these are the type of pictures that drive the men absolutely wild. It's that exotic look. It's very exotic looking, you know? Until you understand what's going on here. Like, look at the size of the feet. This is more masculine than most males. Just a little boy. This is just a little boy. Brow ridge. You know, they give these kids puberty blockers between the ages of 10 and 12, so they never go through puberty. Sometimes they castrate them, give them the blockers, right? They made a whole entire show about it called I Am Jazz. They're telling you what's going on, and you still want to ignore it. People still want to say it's a conspiracy of sorts. It's not a conspiracy. They're telling you what they're doing. Nah, male digit ratio. This is generational. They've been transgendering for thousands of years. This is nothing new. It's new to people who don't understand it because it's never been taught to us. We don't understand it. Why? Why do they do this? Why would they want to transgender themselves and then keep it a secret? Because they're an abomination. They channel the demons. That's what they do. Trump knows what's going on, and this ought to trigger the Q-tards out there that actually think that this orange ogre is gonna save humanity. He's not a Christian. He is simply not a Christian. Yes, it does say in the Bible that God even uses crooked sticks. Just remember that. God uses crooked sticks. God knows what's going on here. He is not our Savior. No man is our Savior. Jesus Christ is our Savior. You do not put your faith in these people, these demons. Even these people, even these creatures are going to be fooled, because what's the end game for these demons? Total annihilation of humanity. The enlightened ones, they're just pawns. On the top of that pyramid, they're pawns. Every last one of them. The end game for these demonic demons is to wipe out humanity itself. Yeah, we have the hard body of a man. We got the wide shoulders of a man. We have the angular jawline of a man. We have the brow ridge of a man. We have the skull of a man. Melania Trump, you need to go back to your surgeon. That inner man is really starting to come through. This one's a very obvious one. Very obvious. It's the eyes. Deeply sunken in eyes. All right. Have a wonderful day.